The U.S. National Hurricane Center is warning Hurricane Melissa could bring life-threatening flooding and landslides as it moves closer toward the Caribbean island of Jamaica. Melissa is forecast to intensify rapidly in the coming hours and could reach Category 4 strength as it moves over warmer waters. The hurricane is expected to turn northwards and hit Jamaica in the coming days. It has already been blamed for several deaths in Haiti and the Dominican Republic. The slow-moving system is expected to dump massive amounts of rain in Jamaica. For more on this storm now, we are joined by Matthew Capucci. He's an atmospheric scientist and meteorologist and joins us from Orlando, Florida. Welcome, Matthew. Which areas do you think are at greatest risk from Melissa's impact?
So realistically, I'd say Jamaica is kind of red line, center line at this point. We can take a look at ensembles, a range of different scenarios with the weather models, and virtually all of them simulate a Category 4 hurricane impact in Jamaica by the time we get to Tuesday. Right now, it's a Category 1 hurricane, but winds are likely to ramp up very quickly overnight tonight into tomorrow as the system rapidly intensifies, takes full advantage of the 31 to 32 degrees Celsius water temperatures and just really explodes in intensity. It's likely that by this time tomorrow, we could be talking a Category 3 or maybe even borderline 4 hurricane, and it could get stronger than that. And the important thing to remember, back in 2004, Category 4 Ivan passed off the coast. It was not a 4 at impact. Back in 1988, a high-end 3, Gilbert, impacted the island, causing 49 deaths. This could be stronger and more impactful than that, leading to something we really haven't seen before in Jamaica.
So how should people prepare?
We always say run from the water, hide from the wind. We want folks to move sort of inland from the coast if they're anywhere within, say, 5 meters of the ocean, because this hurricane will push a wall of water ashore. We call that storm surge as the winds pile water against the coastline. But realistically, everybody on the island has the potential to see higher end wind. In that eye wall, that innermost ring of wind surrounding the eye, we'll likely see gusts approaching 200 kilometers per hour. That will cause swaths of tornado-like damage. And then everywhere, especially the eastern half of the island, we'll see very significant rainfall, up to 1 meter in some spots, causing mudslides, landslides, serious flooding, and potentially isolating some communities.
Now, I'm curious, how unpredictable has the hurricane's path been, and what challenges does that bring in terms of forecasting, like you just discussed?
Yeah, so I think the biggest issue so far has been that the steering currents are kind of weak, meaning there's not really a clear flow in the upper atmosphere to push or pull this hurricane in any given direction. And subsequently, the hurricane's kind of been whirring around, and it's like a spinning top and sort of teeter where it wants to. We think in the next 48 hours, the steering currents will become clearer. Unfortunately, pushing it towards Jamaica, but sort of ironing out that detail was tricky so far. We also know that rapid intensification will ensue when Melissa has sort of a cohesive central vortex. Seeing when that starts to happen is always tricky, but we do believe that process is beginning right now.
So the slowing and stalling of the storm seems to be making things more difficult for forecasters like you. Now, you mentioned before that you'll be flying into the storm with a team of hurricane hunters on Sunday. I believe you said that to one of our producers. What insights do you hope to gain from that? Sounds very dangerous.
Yeah, so y'all can't see, but behind me, I'm at Lakeland Air Force Base in Florida. And every 6 hours, either an Air Force team or a NOAA, National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration team, will fly into the core of the hurricane to take measurements. Air pressure, wind speed, wind direction, all sorts of stuff like that we pump into weather models to help better simulate the storm. So I'll be on there as both a journalist and a meteorologist, sort of experiencing what it's like inside the core of the storm. But for the folks there, it's about getting data that you can't get anywhere else. And the really cool part, they actually shoot probes out the belly of the airplane to sort of descend all the way down to the water and collect a vertical profile of those measurements. So incredibly useful data.
It sounds incredibly adventurous. You stay safe there, meteorologist Matthew Capucci joining us. Thank you very much.
Thank you.